Tina Mitchell here with your money chat. Being a first time grandma is a blessing when you babysit 2 days a week. It can also have a couple challenges. I can share that one thing that I've learned from my still early journey is that you must laugh even when circumstances are trying. For example, Clena's learning how to potty train. And last week, she sat on her cute little pink toilet and used it, but didn't pull down her pants. The truth is, I recognize my responsibility is to teach her about the dangers in life. Now, I'll acknowledge that 2022 journey has indeed been trying for us in the market. It's harder to focus on the punchline when you feel like you're being punched. However, here we are. We are doing it. Despite the setbacks and the constant gloom and doom in the news, we can look forward and beyond today and realize that our environment isn't a destination, it's a rite of passage. It won't always be this challenging, and we can learn a lot from it. Our faith is being tested, our livelihoods at that, and our perseverance will be that much stronger when we get through this test. Now, there are three categories of human beings. Number one, those that practice patience and appropriately wait for the Thanksgiving season to pass before putting up their Christmas decorations. Number two, those that gear up for the Christmas season, but ramped up the holiday decor amidst the predominantly autumn themed background. And then the third, those who pull their Christmas tree down from the attic on Halloween night and have completely decorated by the very next day, Christmas lights on a timer, stockings hung, and the manger scene is sitting out the front entryway, and all to the future of I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas by Frank Sinatra. Now, this market is number three. The Federal Open Market Committee meeting on Wednesday did not go as we were hoping. As expected, they did increase the Fed fund rate by 75 basis points to 4.75, but it might as well have been Halloween night and everyone was up in the attic pulling down their Christmas decorations before Powell had even gotten a chance to respond to the Fed release. Initially, the market responded favorably to a piece of the release in determining the pace of future increases in the target range. The committee will take into account the cumulative tightening of monetary policy, the lags with which monetary policy affect the economic activity and the inflation and the economic and financial developments. Essentially, the belief was that this was taking nod to the fact that the lag recognizes the full effect of the hikes are not yet backed in, and the Fed will need to measure the impact before hiking anymore. In other words, pause or pivot. Now, the 10-year dropped to 3.9%. Cue Mr. Grinch entering from the stage. Powell waited until the last pieces of the declaration to share this sentiment as he was reading the minds of the market. We still have some ways to go with rate hikes. He reinforced his point with, as I've said at the last few press conferences, at some point it will become appropriate to slow the pace to increases. Then he emphasizes that no decision has been made, and it is likely that the next meeting the Fed would have a discussion about this. At that moment, Christmas had been stolen, while the music that You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch played in the background. Tina Mitchell here, and that is your money chat. Coming up next